everyone, and welcome to 2024. That is a weird sentence to say. But with that being said, let's start with 2023's wrap up with everything that's happened this past year. So, for those of you who don't know, this year has been a big thing. I got more into the social media field and I started streaming, and there's a lot of things that we're going to start talking about. So we're gonna start in March because January and February were just me going about my daily life. I didn't really start anything social media wise until March. So in March, I turned 18, which was an amazing thing. We went. I went to my final Savannah Girl Scout trip, Savannah, Georgia. Um, and looking back at it, it was an amazing experience. It was totally different than when I went when I was a little kid. We were able to go to the birthplace. We were able to go to the first headquarters of Juliet Gordon Low. A lot of things that I knew when I was little made sense now. Um, I also we also did haunted tour. We went up the Tybee Island Lighthouse, and I went all the way up this time, which I'm really glad I did. Um, and there was a lot of other things that we did, which was a lot of fun, and I'm glad that I was able to go. Moving on to mid-March, I found Dorian through Moonlight, which Moonlight is an interactive story on Dorian written by Inspector Lemon and A.K. Arcos. I found this through their TikToks, and so I had been looking up to them for years, and I still look up to them as well. And I'm glad I was able to find it because it gave me the final push to start streaming, like I did in the end of March. So at the end of March, we did our first stream on Dorian. It was a lot of fun. And that first stream, we hit 30 viewers, which is an amazing milestone for a new streamer. A lot of new streamers only get like 2 or 3 people. But having 30 at that first stream is actually really good. I'm really glad I was able to start streaming when I did. So moving on to April. In April, we started our Patreon, and I was able to start making videos, condensing some of my old TikToks into videos for Patreon, which will eventually get on YouTube. We're still working on everything for that. And then in April, we also had our senior prom. Again, an amazing experience. Overwhelming to say the least, but an amazing experience. I'm glad I was able to do it. And then we move into May. May was a rough month for me. It was my graduation month. I graduated, and then I went to work at camp, which was an experience in itself, and I will remember it for the rest of my life. I'm glad I did it. It was a good experience overall. June, I kind of took a social media break. I was at camp, so we're gonna skip through June. In July, I did a Barbie movie marathon. If you were there, you were there. Yay, you did it. If not, maybe you'll catch the next time I do it. In July as well, I went to my first ever convention. If you want to know more about that, I have a video posted on this YouTube channel or on the Patreon, depending on what you're seeing it. So go check that out. I talk about first con experience and what happened and everything I enjoyed and things I wish I had done differently. And then we move into August. August was a big transitional month. And I'm glad that I had the experiences I did. So in early August, I went to Chicago for the first time ever. It was the final push. It was our final older girl trip for Girl Scouts. Me and one of my friends were both in the same troop, so we went as us two to Chicago with my mom and another leader. We went to the aquarium and we went to Six Flags. Those are the two I remember distinctly. I know we did more, but I just cannot remember at the moment. And I'm apologizing. I have pictures, and you're probably seeing them now. Going to Chicago was supposed to be the first time I saw my childhood best friend in years. And unfortunately, circumstances caused us to not be able to do that. But hopefully, we'll see each other again in the future. And then mid-August hits, and I'm moving into my dorm room for my first semester of college. This was an experience that definitely made me grow as a person. There were people I met that I don't think I would have met, or I wouldn't have been able to learn from without the college experience. And then in August, we became able to do a study streaming schedule, which is amazing, and I love it. And I'm glad that we're there. Now we can go into September. So this final stretch of the year is where everything happens. There's a lot of information, and I'm going to go into as much detail as I can and I can remember. September. So September is when the YouTube became more active. When I was posting videos every single day, like on my TikTok and on my Instagram. Videos on YouTube were coming in every 2 weeks, every week. It depended on everything. And I apologize. I have not been posting like that like I should. And I'm so sorry. I've been trying, and creativity has not been a thing right now. But yeah, there's that. So September we're doing a lot of YouTube, we're doing a lot of videos in general, and it was a lot. We were also streaming constantly. Like, we were on a regular streaming schedule of Sunday, Monday, Friday, Saturday. Sunday, Monday, Friday, Saturday. Sunday, Monday, Friday, Saturday. It was every week, every day, every Monday, Wednesday, Monday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Every one of those days, I was streaming, and they were good long streams. And it was a lot. We were also doing dance rehearsals on. We were doing dance rehearsals on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We were doing all that, and it was a lot to deal with. And I apologize to myself for putting myself through that, but it was a good growing experience as well. And then we slowly start moving into October. October is a big month. Oh wait, I forgot, because this goes into October, so I mixed it up. In September, towards the end of September, we started doing Werewolf Battle on Dorian. And so I had ran for Alpha, and unfortunately I did not make it, but I made a lot of new friends through that. I was able to create an OC. Like, I hadn't created an OC since 2020-ish. So being able to create an OC again was so much fun, and I'm glad I was able to do that, being able to make new friends and new experiences as well. It was a lot, but it was fun. And then we get into October. This is when the Werewolf Battle is happening. We were doing study streams constantly. we were reading Married to the Alpha on Dorian. We were writing a lot of notes, and then the werewolf battle hits. We go through it. We don't make it to the final, but we did really well, and I'm so proud of us for what we did. And then we finally start getting into November. November again was a rough month. I had my first college dance performance, and I was also roped into doing a Dory Story. I was also roped into doing Dory Story Raimo, which was post 6 chapters of a brand new story on Dorian within a month. 6 episodes in a month. It was a lot. It was a lot of fun though, and I got to post my first story on Dorian, and I am so happy I did, because a lot of people are enjoying it, and I enjoy writing it, and it's getting a full update, and it's gonna start being updated as well with new chapters, which I'm really excited for. But at the end of November, we were told about the December games called Arcana Love Quest. I got into Arcana in May, like mid-May-ish. And I was told about it, and I was like, oh, okay, I enjoy this thing, so I'm gonna do it. So I take the test. I get Julian Zeverac. And I was gonna be in his guild, and then one of my online friends, I'm not gonna name names because I don't know if they want me to, asked their Discord server for people to join the Portia Guild, because they played Portia in this lovely, lovely game. And I was the first one who did anything, so I was like, okay, sure, I'll move into Portia. She's cute. I love her. So we got in the Portia Guild, and I ran for Guild Apprentice. And in December, I was told I got the apprentice position. And so here comes the study sessions. I was studying every single day for this thing. I read through the whole route in 2 days. I read the side stories in a day. I was constantly doing stuff. I was looking things up. We were doing long, like probably 5 to 10 hour streams every day. And then the first round hits. And by some miracle, we move on. Because I was the newest apprentice to the Arcana, and I was surprised that we moved on. But we did. And then round 2 hits. We moved on again. And I was like, how? But we did it. And then we hit round 3. Round 3 was the round I was like, I'm not going to move on. I know I'm not. Like, there's no way. There's no possible way. Needless to say, we did not move on, but we still did really good. And I am very proud of us. And in the final round, which was round 4, Mural's team won. And I'm so proud of them. I'm so glad that the Mural Guild won. The person who was the apprentice for that team was really, really good, and I'm so proud. And then the end of December. The end of December was kind of chaotic. I was back home. I was with my family. I wasn't able to stream. I'm not able to stream as much as I was. I'm still getting a really good rhythm though. Christmas hits. A lot of things happen. I get my first tarot deck, which is currently not with me out here, but I got my first tarot deck. And there was a lot of things happening there. And then we get to the 31st. So actually, I should start a little bit earlier. We get to, I think this was right before Christmas. We are announced survival games on Dorian, where a creator like myself can create their own survival game, reach out to the Dorian team to get it like sponsors and like do like giveaways with this. And then people started making these games, and we were given a D&D game. We were given Sharp Bait. We were given Paranormal. We were given Faking It. Like, there was a lot of things happening, and I'm really excited about telling y'all about these because they were a lot of fun. And on the 31st, so this is the last day of 2023. So before that day, I should start. I was reached out to by the host of this paranormal game, and I was asked to participate with them. And of course, I am in love with paranormal, so I said yes. And on the 31st, I was able to stream with them, and we had so much fun. And I was able to stream with bigger creators as well. I was able to stream with Winter Phoenix. Again, I look up to this person a lot as a cosplayer, and as a streamer in general, as a content creator. And I'm so excited that I was able to stream with them. It was amazing. And then that is the end of 2023.